All right. So up next, we have Aquarius rising and sun. This Scorpio full moon happening on the 23rd is taking place in your 10th house of career. And that means the sun is opposite this moon in the sign of Taurus in your fourth house of home and family. So, what does this mean for you guys? Well, this is a pretty big moon for you. And one of the reasons I say that is because, well, first of all, any moon happening along the angular houses like the fourth and the 10th house axis is going to bring about bigger changes because obviously career and home and family are big areas of our life that we feel significantly. So, what I'm seeing for a Scorpio full moon is generally going to indicate greater self awareness, awakening to what we want, clarity of direction and purpose, and almost like we're kind of establishing, I feel like, a next level to things. Like we're trying to progress forward, but we have to really understand the current reality as well in order for that to happen. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. So, this ties into why this reading is so important for you because this full moon is making a square to Pluto in Aquarius, which is in your first house. And what I've been saying to every other sign, and if you haven't seen the overview, you can watch that to get an idea of what I'm talking about. But what I've been saying to everyone is that this Pluto and Aquarius energy is representing something in our life we have been disconnected from. This is very typical Aquarius. There's usually an experience of having some kind of dissociation. They say the word aloofness. I feel like aloofness gives off this air of superiority, and that's not really what I see for Aquarius. I feel like Aquarius is more so just quite literally detached from reality in a very neutral way, and they can float off. They can turn off their heart and their emotions and kind of like move through life on autopilot. Not their entire life, but they can do that in certain scenarios or at certain times, and they kind of just are in their own little world. And this is a coping strategy that we all have, but it's very prominent for people with Aquarius or with strong Uranus in their chart. So, what I feel like is happening for everyone is some form of disconnection from an area of our life where we have maybe unmet needs. And this is happening in your first house, the house of the sense of self, the body, awareness of your own personality, of your own heart as well. I did pull this heart card. So, what I feel like is happening is this full moon in Scorpio is trying to bring up things to the surface to show you, look, you've been disconnected from your heart in some really important ways. Maybe you haven't been listening to something maybe you haven't just been listening to your heart in general. You've been doing whatever. I mean, whatever we use to avoid or escape or disconnect. This could be even just being, you know, really busy or doing drugs or being super social, which is not usually super Aquarius, but playing video games. There's something where it's like we could be using other tactics to not feel how we really feel about something in our life, or maybe even multiple areas of our lives. Your heart might be trying to share messages with you and it's knocking at your door and you're not listening. And this could manifest physically as well, where you are having symptoms. Maybe you're having restless energy, or you get injured and it's trying to slow you down, or you get sick and it's trying to slow you down. And it's like the universe is trying to tell you, stop and listen to your heart. Feel what your body's trying to communicate with you and listen to what it is that you need to listen to. So really, I feel like it's a lot about having awareness around yourself, around your emotions, around your physical body, around your life path and your personality. There's something that you need to be clued into right now that you've been, you know, consciously or subconsciously kind of putting off to the side. And when you do that, when you actually open up and you listen to your heart, you're going to find that you really understand what you're wanting to do in your life, where you're wanting to move next, how you want your career to grow, where you want your life to develop into, what your goals are, how you want to show up as a leader, how you want to be within your community. There's this, again, this is a 10th house full moon. So it's very much this emphasis on how do I want my life to look in the long term? And you have to check in with your heart to see what's out of alignment, because just like a plane, when it, shifts like a degree, it goes into a totally different direction. If you're not checking in with your heart to see, am I living out of alignment one or maybe many degrees in some area of my life or multiple areas of my life? If you don't check in, you're going to head in a wrong direction if you do this over time. And so this is a very important check-in point for everyone, but especially you, Aquarius, to ask yourself, what is out of alignment? What feels wrong in my body? What feels wrong in my heart? What is my heart trying to tell me? What makes me feel sad? What makes me feel angry? Like, let me feel these feelings and process these feelings so that I can truly be alive. And this card was talking about connecting to our heart through dance, through nature, through music, through intimacy with others, through creativity, this way of kind of awakening and enlivening our relationship to our life and ourselves. It could be a time of self-reflection through therapy, journaling, talking to friends, but there's a sense of journeying inward and expressing yourself and feeling in order for you to reconnect to your heart and learn about really where you need to move next, deeper understand your path and your purpose, and feel more in alignment and connected to it. I did feel called to pull an angel card for you, and I got the message to wait. So there might be something in your life that you're wanting to move forward on, and it's telling you right now that it's not the right time. It doesn't mean it's not for you. It doesn't mean you can't have it, but right now might not be the right time for whatever reason. So if that feels relevant for something that you're thinking about, take this message as, let's just wait, give it a few more weeks, few more months, and then proceed with whatever you're wanting to do. The ruler of this moon is Mars. Mars is in Pisces, conjunct Neptune in your second house of finances and self-worth. So really, I feel like a lot of what you're doing is also going to pour into your financial life and your sense of confidence. So if you're doing this work on yourself, I feel like you're going to connect to your heart and you're going to be like, that's not really what I value. That doesn't really match my self-concept and how much I value myself. I want to make more money. I don't want to be in this relationship. I don't want to be in this friendship. I don't want to live in this place. I want to be here. I want to do this. I want this, because that matches how I view myself. That matches my, again, my confidence, my self-worth, where I want to spend my money, manage my money. And so there's a sense of healing around this area of your life, around your values and the things that you own, the money that you have, the way that you view yourself. All those things are going to be healing. And as you heal those things, you'll find that maybe there's an opportunity for you to then, to kind of radically shift your home or your family life. So maybe it takes you to a different place and you buy a house and you move a different state. Maybe this inner work that you're doing somehow affects your family members and they start doing work of their own and they're impacted and become more awakened and changed in their life. Maybe it opens you up to starting a family and you didn't know that's what you wanted, and that's how it changes your home and family life. So you can take that in any direction you want with your home and your family and your emotions, but there's something about that is going to shake up your comfort zone and try to help you do something new that I think is going to help you feel even more stable as a result of doing this work. Okay, so let's look at some of these cards. So I have 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and 2 of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are very much in like a busy phase of your life. I think you have kind of a lot going on. I think that maybe you are more social than usual, or I feel like you have a lot going on. Basically, 3 of Pentacles is like the people that you work with and the things that you're doing as a team. And then the 3 of Cups is really you being with your friends, celebrating with your friends, hanging out with people you love. And the 2 of Pentacles is you really juggling your friends and your work, So I feel like you have quite a bit going on. And this is kind of just reaffirming that maybe you're just quite busy and distracted from your own essence, your own heart. And it's important to maybe take some time to self-reflect, because oftentimes we can be by ourselves and we can have quite a bit of time alone for some Aquariuses, but that doesn't mean that you're actually like tuning in and connecting to your heart during that time. And I think that's a very important message for you guys to receive. The other set of cards that I have is 7 of Cups in reverse, 6 of Swords, and 10 of Pentacles. So this message for me here is that you guys are coming, if you do this inner work, if you're self-reflecting truly, you'll find that this area of your life that was once confusing with the Seven of Cups is in reverse. So it's like this area of your life that was confusing of maybe I have a lot of options for my future. What do I want to do? Or maybe I don't know what I want, or maybe I'm confused about what I think about the situation that I'm in, or whatever it is. There's a sense of like lack of clarity, things being nebulous, things being up in the air, and having maybe lots of options or lots of ideas and not being able to settle. I feel like you're going to come out of this phase of that energy and become a lot more clear around what it is that you want. And then you're going to go on this trip to go get it with the 10 of Pentacles. You're going to take the journey. You're going to leave behind where you are. You're going to leave, maybe it doesn't have to mean that you leave necessarily, but the Six of Swords is very much a card of travel. It's a card of transition. So there's a sense of you not being in the exact same place or the same state that you're in, but you becoming clear about what is it you want, where it is you're going, and then you're on the journey to get there. You're transitioning to there, and you end up with the 10 of Pentacles, which is stability, financial success, also like family roots as well. So again, maybe buying a house or starting a family, but there's a sense of being surrounded by people you love, having your needs met, and things being really secure and long lasting. So ultimately, I feel like you guys are just needing to check in with yourself a little bit more, because there's something in your life right now that I feel like you're disconnected from, that you're not actually satisfied with, and that you need to have awareness around and not be so busy and distracted, so that you can make the necessary changes, so that you have more clarity around where you're going and who you really want to be in this lifetime, and not live on autopilot. The last message I want to share for you guys is that you are having a stellium, a planetary pileup in Aries in your third house, with the North Node there, Mercury retrograde there, Chiron there, Venus there, in this area of your mindset, as well as your kind of everyday busyness and chaos of life. So I feel like, again, it's really pointing to the fact that your life is quite busy right now. You have a lot going on, maybe socially and work-wise, things to do, errands to run. And I think also your mind could be really busy. And I think this is important to kind of do your best to address that, and then come back to a state of maybe stillness, or connecting with nature, connecting with your emotions, so that that area doesn't get super wound up for you. So that's what I'm saying for you, Aquarius. If this resonates, I would love to hear that down below in the comments. Any kind of experiences you want to share with me, I'd love to hear. I also want to let you know I'm offering 2 new readings, a health reading and a fertility reading. So if you have any health issues you want some, guidance on through astrology, or if you want to know when is the best time to get pregnant, you can check out those readings down below. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share with your friends, and have a beautiful day. Bye.